Oh, and we are live. Yeah, I'm going to be going live a little bit earlier than planned. I planned to do this at 12:30, but we're doing this now. Yeah. As usual, you all know what I got to do. Got to test the audio. Yeah, that's good. Alvy, that joke is unfunny. I'll send you to unfunny jail in a bit. I have to mute my tablet. George Francis. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna do the usual. Wait until we get like a decent number of people. Probably like 8 or 10 or so, something around that. Something around that. And we got 5. Yeah, honestly, at this rate, loads of people are joining. We can start this really quickly. So yeah, this is the Internet Championship 32 bot cup. This is the round of 16. Well, for people, I'll of course say the match card for the round of 16. So of course the main event, it'll be main event. It's a pretty big match. As Roadkill will be taking on Wildcard. Yeah. And that is going to be one hell of a main event. We have Roadkill, probably the mascot of Road Wars Omega, the longest reigning Ultimate Challenge champion. And they're going to see if they can take out the unbeaten streak that Wildcard has built up over the years. And well, we have many other great matches. We have Sonic 12XL taking on Crustacean, King Rusty taking on Heavy Artillery. You'll look out for both of those matches, Alvi Islam. And there's also so much more. Zenith and Great Cat, Requiem, Cyber Spinner and Vulcan, Arrowhead 2, Mental Breakdown, Plan B Squared, Space Craze, Monsoon and Leveler 3. And they're all fighting to see which robots will make it in to the quarterfinals. So anyways, yeah, we currently have 6 people here. Yeah, honestly, it's a match card that I'm really am looking forward to. So yeah, I'm just gonna post this link somewhere just so more people show the drip stash. I don't have the drip stash anymore. I shaved it off. I don't have the drip. I got the Adidas drip. So yeah, I'm still drip, but I'm not quite the drip god. Well, no, the drip god is Seth Rollins, as we all know. But yeah, I was going to post this in the Carnage server just to get people to join and that. And well, at 12:25, we will just get things started. Really. Akimbi's here. Akimbi's here. Let's go. Now, hopefully, people will actually be doing the judges' decisions because usually when we do them, it's only Akimbi and random bad channel who like post the comments. Yeah, so I guess while I wait, I'll just say like what upcoming things I planned. The Triple R Roblox Robot Rumble is coming. I've said I was going to do it like ages ago. Akimbi is a shit editor and he's fired. He didn't even edit anything at all. So a combination of me and Wolfie edited it all together. I'm deleting all the things that are saying cringe because it's like not funny. Who do you think you are, ST Robot? I accidentally deleted Mauler 5150's comment, but is that really a loss? Is that really a loss? I mean, he's not funny, so yeah. So yeah. And also, there's a new episode of Hot Takes coming. So yeah, Royal Combat Hot Takes. Got some decent hot takes. Keep them coming in though. If you haven't submitted a hot take yet, DM me on Discord. My Discord name is John Morrison #9921. DM me your Robot Combat hot take, or better yet, just join the Robot Wars Omega Discord server, and we can go from there. Because I can't be bothered to read through all the YouTube comments. That only accept DMs. But anyways, now that we have things started, well, not started, we've mentioned all of that. Let's bring on our first match. And well, this is going to be a pretty good match. I got to get the entrance themes. This is the issue of doing it this way, with no editing software. But here we go. First up, making her way into the ring. Monsoon! Yes, here is Monsoon. Had a relatively easy victory against the Roadblock in the round of 32. Pretty much beat them with ease. But they're now here in the round of 32. You know, it's a very destructive vertical spinner. Very unique set of very unique kind of weapon in that it's an articulated spinner. And considering they're fighting a flipper, that will certainly come in handy, especially in versatility. And that powerful spinner, who knows? I've seen Monsoon do well. However, the spinner does lack reach, and that will definitely put him into more trouble than good. And their opponents. I'm turning the volume down a bit, it's quite loud. Leveler 3! The robot who pulled off the upset of the tournament, taking out Whiplash, winning on his own decision after essentially dominating them with a rally of flips after flips. And they're hoping to go even further and make it into the quarterfinals here. Of course, a legendary machine, a brand new machine from the team who brought you Donald Funk, the Series 0 champions. But their new machine, Leveler 3, has proven to be a formidable and deadly flipper. And they're hoping to take out another virtual spinner in Monsoon. Wolfie, don't you dare do that. Anyways, so what else robots do you want? I just realised because I said don't you dare do that. In fact, I'm going to block Wolfie. I'm going to unblock him after the stream, but I'm blocking him now just so he doesn't phone me. And I'm also going to block Kim because I know he'll like run the Joker to the ground and then attempt to phone me. I won't block you after the stream. I'm doing this just so you idiots don't phone me because it's not funny. Anyways, Dinosaur, and I see Best Boy in the chat too. So we're going for Toxic Seahorse. Yeah. Shall I also probably block Crystal? He might like do the joke and try and phone. Nah, I'm not gonna. He has sense on like a Kimby and Wolfie. He'll probably try and phone. I should also probably block Charlie Brown briefly for this as well, because I know he's an unfunny memer who will attempt to phone me up. Yeah, why not? Why not? I'll unblock you all lot after. I'm just doing this just so you don't fucking phone me up for no reason. I have to do a lot of unblocking after this. Anyways. Modern problems require modern solutions. Anyways, here we go. Is this just going to be the block episode where I just block everyone? Anyways, here we go. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate. So yeah, how do you feel about getting cut, Wolfie Productions 98? You said you was going to phone me up, so I just blocked you, and I'm going to unblock you after the stream's over, but I blocked you for now, so you can't do it. Get wrecked. I also did it to Kimby because I know he can do it. Just for no reason. And already Toxic Seals comes from a pretty big hit right down to Monsoon. Now, I saw some people in the chat saying they're rooting for Leveler 3, although Monsoon is a very powerful vertical spinner, but that's the issue I mentioned about reach. It does seemingly struggle a bit. I may need to like update the spinner, maybe like give something that will help extend its the potency of the weapon, because it's not really seemingly getting any good hits right there in onto Leveler 3. Maybe it's those little green things that is what's getting in the way. I might need to remove them, and replace them with like a different piece. And already Monsoon are on their side and they're struggling, and now they're with Toxic Seahorse, and bring it down the axe. Yeah, the reason those green things are there is for accuracy, but it's actually getting more in the way of the robot, and I'm willing to sacrifice a bit of accuracy for more effectiveness. So I might after this, I might just replace those yellow bits with one of those like red L-shaped pieces. So yeah, next time we see Monsoon, we'll have one of those, because the overall connect is just not it's just doing it no favors. And now Leveler 3 are currently just dominating it, and this is looking to be a very easy victory for them here. Monsoon are struggling. They're trying to get back down. They're on their side as a result of Leveler 3 coming in these flips. If this fight happened in real life, Monsoon would kick Leveler 3's ass. Let's be real here. Or Leveler 2 Mark 4.5. Still a really stupid name. Don't know why you couldn't just call it that version, Leveler 3. And Leveler 3 coming free at another flip, and again. Although Matilda revving up that spinner, and now he's trying to come for a good hit right on to level of 3. And then revving up the flywheel. Now that is what we call vertical spinner, and that was a big hit as well. Matilda's now trying to call some good hits right on to Monsoon, and honestly, for a match like this with the caliber of these machines, I'm a bit disappointed. It's been a bit lackluster. Level of 3 can't really do much to Monsoon, but they are definitely getting in the flips, unlike Monsoon, who's basically gotten in nothing, because level of 3 is just too low for them, and they're coming in some more good, strong flips, and again, and I think level of 3 will be the machine who will book their place in the quarterfinals, which is honestly really good to see, to be honest. Because like Donald Thump, it was a successful machine, but it was starting to get on a bit, and this is a serious machine by Team Ballistic. No more fun, no more satire. It's just all flips, it's all dominance, and it's in it to win it. And level of 3 sets themselves up and over. Oh, and they just serve right into Toxic Seahorse, and that is not where you want to be. Oh, and look at that. Puncturing a hole right through level of 3. Look at that. And this is why Toxic Seahorse is probably the best house. Oh, geez, you went a bit flying there, didn't you, mate? Oh, but time is up, and it goes to you lot to decide who goes through. Oh, man, look at that. Look at that. The punctured right through level of 3, but there we go. Popped out. So, who are you lot going to go for? I have a feeling I know who's going to win. All right, so we have leveler. We get one more leveler. I have no clue what Wolfie is doing. I didn't not mean to block Wolfie. How do I? I'm hidden. No, I don't want to hide it. I didn't want to do that. I accidentally hid Wolfie. I do not want to do that. But yeah, you're giving it to level of 3, and the winner and going through to the quarterfinals, leveler 3. Well, that was a very good victory by level of 3, essentially dominating the entirety of the match and taking out a very deadly vertical spinner. Monsoon, as I said, even though it will sacrifice a bit of accuracy, I will need to sort of change the structures. These yellow bits, it makes it look more accurate, but it's more hindering Monsoon than doing any good. So we'll replace those bits with some of these, and hopefully the spinner will actually be able to hit things. But alas, that was not the case today, and level of 3 are the victors. Well, bye-bye, Tim Brackley and Tom Brewster. Tom Brewster, he works at he's a game tester for a living, and it's game over for him. See, I could do shitty puns like Craig Charles and Jonathan Pierce. Could someone just clip that and send it to Tom Brewster? Just that awful pun. That was actually terrible. I don't even know if he still works as a game tester. I think he does. And I know he mentioned it in Series 9. I don't care enough. Anyways, now we're moving on to our next match. Our next round of 16 match. And first up, making her way into the ring, Space Craze! Ah yes, here is Space Craze. A machine who, despite Boraboy constantly saying it's bad time after time, has proven to be a really good machine. As they literally just took out Layfield, delivering it the first ever loss of its career. If you're going based on upload date, if you're going by recording date, it's first loss of the last start. And they even had a decent victory over Zenith, and honestly really could have made it into the account May and quarterfinals if it wasn't for unfortunate circumstances. The streamer has always been a bit of an issue for Space Craze, but it's proven time and time again it is a very underrated, low-wedge rammer. And I reckon it could do pretty well here, as it is fighting one of the most popular machines in Robot Wars Omega. And their opponents.
There comes a time
seeded number 6 for Series 3. Plan B squared. Ah yes, here is Plan B squared, and the machine pulled off a quite a big upset, taking out Monsoon. Despite Monsoon being a newcomer, many of you lot were actually quite surprised at that outcome, but it really just proved that Plan B is a force to be reckoned with. It may look dumb, it may look like a wacky comedy machine, but this is a serious machine. An effective lifter with a devilish spike that can puncture right through. Plan B is seeded 6th for a damn good reason, and I have a feeling this new design is going to be so much better in Series 3. And I have a feeling a design like this, if it's low enough, can definitely give Space Craze a pretty good fight. Oh my god, Wolfie Productions 98. Okay, I'm definitely hiding McLaren Fan 1992. Just because he's just because he's Charlie Brown's annoying brother, or that's not his name on YouTube. Mauler 5150's annoying brother. You just I don't care. I don't care that. I don't care about hiding him. Anyways, what house spots do you want? Rhino. I'm saying to grab Rhino. I grabbed this prick instead of Rhino. Fuck off, Forkin. You're already out of the tournament. I showed you how big it is. I mistook it for one of my house robots. Mindlessly. Anyway, here's Rhino. I have a feeling that's just going to be a fucking meme now. And Virus. Yeah, here's Virus. So let's get this show on the road. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So, will this match end in another judge's decision? Well, it may not do, as Space Craze was able to just get immediately right underneath Plan B. Now, this is also interesting, as it's that Builder Boy versus, me. It's basically two of our mascots basically duking it out. Well, he's some of the old school mascots. Plan B, along with, Great Cat, was probably the first mascot of my channel. Is known for just putting on brilliant fight after brilliant fight. And, well, I'm looking forward to seeing how this one will go. And we've already got Space Craze in a nice grapple solution right there. Although Space Craze managing to escape up Plan B, bringing down the claw, and they've spiked right through Space Craze. And they've now gotten air into Rhino, and say it with me now. 3, 2, 1, God! That was not the best goal he could do, but it was still a pretty good one. At least his tusk didn't fall off. Well, Plan B now lifting up Space Craze. Space Craze managing to somehow survive that, and now Plan B lifting up Space Craze again. And Space Craze are now into Virus's corner, and then getting lifted up. And now Space Craze are in all sorts of trouble. Plan B trying to just do a suplex maneuver to finish off Space Craze. I believe they're a champion of that Builder Boy series, or at least they came second once. And oh no, that's what we know that happens to Space Craze's Shremek. That's happened again, and Plan B are now just tormenting them. And I have a feeling that this is basically over for Space Craze. No, the Shremak's back into a good position where it can self-right. And they do, in fact, self-right. Plan B, though, slamming Space Craze into the arena sidewall. Virus now trying to come in for their, with their little lifting. It's not actually little, it's actually pretty big. Their nice crushing head and lifting spikes. And they've lifted up Plan B. And Space Craze comes in for a good slam. And Space Craze in the later parts of the match are coming back into this. But Plan B now lifts them up, and look at what's happened here. Space Craze on the edge of the pit. Now, what happens here is that if they self-right, they'll go in the pit. If they don't self-right, they'll get counted out. Or Plan B will just push them in. And I think there's only one thing Space Craze can do. And are they going to try and do it? Yo, what the hell? They jumped over the pit. They jumped over the pit. They defied the laws of physics. What the hell, Space Craze? That was a brilliant Shremek. I thought they were in a predicament. Oh, man, if Star was a category, oh, boy, that was brilliant stuff. And, Rhino comes in for a good little slam right there. And Space Craze self-rights again. That was brilliant. Cheating death. Once again, and now they do come for a good little ramble, though. Plan B, no! There was 13 seconds left on the clock. Plan B, they knew they had to dig down deep, and they certainly did. Came in for the suplex, and Space Craze, it was a pretty good mission. It was a good attempt, but sadly, it was a failure to launch. Your winners, Plan B Squared. Oh, wow. What a match. That might be one of my favourite matches I've done thus far. That was brilliant. The predicament and just how Space Craze avoided it. That was brilliant. But sadly, that was not enough. Plan B Squared, they came for the suplex and they basically just sent Space Craze to Suplex City and just suplexed them into the pit. Bike Force style, pretty much. You remember how when Bike Force used to do that stuff in my series? Yeah. Rest in peace, Bike Force. But it won't be rest in peace to Space Craze. No, Plan B Squared, if they will be going in to the quarterfinals, and that is most definitely something to buzz about. All right. Yeah, well, all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bad Fiend Battle. Your dad's removing that. Shut up. Actually, you know what? I might shut. Okay. In the chat, shall I hide Wolfie? Shall I hide Wolfie from the chat? Shall I do it? Shall I do it? If you get yes. Oh, we got a yes. We got a yes. Oh, I'm not actually gonna. He's being a troll. Anyway, I love messing with my fans. Well, Wolfie's just a troll, really. Are you okay, TBB? Yes, I am. What? Yeah, what? For context, before anyone actually gets concerned and think I'm bullying Wolfie, we're actually friends. We're actually friends. He likes to try and piss me off. I like to try and piss him off because we're friends. We don't actually hate each other. It's just a joke. Just so people don't get the wrong idea. I like to mess around with him, and he likes to mess around with me. So yeah. Yeah, just so any of the 5-year-olds don't try and think there's like a stupid drama or anything. And I know there are 5-year-olds who watch my channel. Because one of them told BattleBots Explained I was dissing him in a live stream, which was absolutely fantastic. Like, can you not do that ever? Anyways, now we're moving on to our next fight. I think Alfie Islam, I hope you're watching, because this is one of your robots. This is Sonic 12 XL. Yep, that is right. Sonic 12 XL is here with their powerful vertical spinner. Basically made it through arguably one of the best fights in this tournament thus far, beating Scorpion in a, pretty good style actually, winning on an incredibly close, tight judge's decision fight. And Sonic 12 is definitely one of the most formidable machines, arguably one of the best vertical spinners in Riot Wars and Mega, if not the best. This machine doesn't hit things, it throws them. And we most definitely have seen that before, but will we see it again? And their opponents. Crustacean. Now, will Crustacean be seen grabbing a tool during this match? Well, they certainly weren't in the round of 16 when they took out the New Day on a close judge's decision. However, Sonic 12 XL is a very different kettle of fish. It's a very effective machine, though, most famous for one-hit KOing Tornado. My God, shut up, Mauler 5150. One hit KOing Tornado after getting that claw stuck right into where the spinner was and basically killing them. And with Sonic being a spinner, who knows? Crustacean could pull off the upset of the century and do the exact same thing here. Although, if I'm going to be honest, I find that very unlikely. But if they can, it will be good for them. But I highly doubt it. Anyways, House Robots, what do you want? Oh my God, literally my I swear the live chats usually has a combined IQ of 5 sometimes. Anyways, we have Virus in the corners. The only reason it doesn't have a 5 is because Crystal, Alvi Islam, and a random bad channel kind of boost up the IQ rating. I'm kidding. I'm just insulting you lot at this point. I'm very sorry. This is all jokes. So, anyways, here we go. Toxic Seahorse, Virus. Here we go. Roboteers, stand by. I don't care that you're eating chips and salsa. 3, 2, 1, activate. So this is going to be an interesting match here because, as I said, like Crustacean, you might think they may have absolutely zero chance, but as I mentioned in the thing, I'm going to say it here because you probably couldn't hear it over the blaring music that I was playing, of course. We're able to one-hit KO Tornado by getting those claws stuck right into where the spinner is, but I don't think that's going to happen. And already Sonic 12's coming in some vicious blows right here. And they're coming blow to blow with Crustacean, and Crustacean and now decided to be Virus's hat. And Virus doesn't even want a hat. He doesn't like hats. I mean, yeah, he actually likes scarves, but hats not so much. And now Crustacean are now trying to come for a good push, and that was a good little attack right there. But how long will the offense last? And now, oh Jesus, that was another massive blow right there by Sonic 12 XL, and again another big hit. Sonic 12 XL in the episode of Road Wars Omega Live, the Easter Egg Hunters, they lost to Wildcard, admittedly very unfortunately, due when their spinner popped out. There's a chance they could face Wildcard again, which will be a grudge match for the ages, let me tell you. Sonic 12, though, comes in for another big hit right down to Crustacean, and I think Crustacean are feeling a bit crabby here. Crustacean now being hit by the vertical spinner. Oh, but no! They're having to go Toxic Seahorse. Oh, by Toxic Seahorse. Toxic Seahorse. Well, Sonic 12 just felt the need to get rid of Toxic Seahorse, and honestly, from this match looking promising, I don't think it's going to have a happy ending, this crab story. It's not going to be like many Disney films where the anthropomorphic animal has a happy ending. No, I feel that... Oh, Alvi Islam, do you like eating crabs? Because, I mean, I think your robot certainly does like to. And I am not even sure if Crustacean is still mobile. It has been hit multiple times. And I'm pretty sure it's dead. I think we just murdered a crab, people. We've murdered a crab on stream. And we can all thank Sonic 12 for that. And, and they're still going for it. Just leave the crab alone. He's dead. He's dead. Zoidberg, no, Zoidberg's not a crab. He's dead. That's all we know. Virus puts him on the drop zone, and what is gonna drop from the drop zone? 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's Yugo Fab Yeeter! One of my newest robots. One of my newest robots I actually made this the other day. It's a drop zone item. Yeah, I'd be rightfully scared of Sonic 12 as well if I was you, Celtic Robotics. Well, I guess Celtic Robotics does make an appearance. Crustacean also makes an appearance, but it wasn't a good one as they've been beaten. Cease. Your winners, Sonic 12 XL. Oh, wow. That was impressive stuff by Sonic 12. I'm going to put USAV back to where it is. Yeah, this will be in the next monthly robot showcase. It's for UK versus World, but yeah. Little preview, I guess. Shows you that it's actually shows you that for a Lego build, it's actually pretty durable. But Sonic 12 XL, even a machine as durable as that will probably crack against a machine like this. Honestly, I don't think there's a vertical spinner better than this. This is probably the best vertical spinner in Road Wars Omega at the moment. And with pulls like that, I don't really think you can dispute it. Crustacean put up a good fight, but in the end it wasn't enough. And Toxic Seahorse. See ya. Well, I think Alvi Islam is pretty proud as to how his boy Sonic 12 XL is doing. It's nice to see him actually be successful for a change, don't you think, Alvi? So, yeah. Oh, you feel Sonic 12 XL as the blood bumper from the last account. It has killed more house robots than the new Blood Pumper, to be fair. Maybe perhaps a grudge match in the future, perhaps from Sonic 12 XL and Blood Pumper, who knows? But now we're going to move on to our next fight.
Paintball.
Fuck.
With over 10 million.
I actually fucking hate getting started by YouTube ads, especially in live streams. It pisses me off. Anyways, Roboteers stamp. Oh, what? I now thought. Okay, I can't wait for all the shitty memes to be made out of me messing up my lines. Just make them now before. Just let all the funny humor out. Ha ha ha! Yeah, it's funny. Anyways, first up, making their way into the ring. They are the current MLW Judgment Champions, Arrowhead 2. Yes, now this is interesting because since the last one we did, where Arrowhead 2 was in, Arrowhead 2 became the Judgment Champion. Yeah, they became a Judgment Champion in the AK1. And well, just imagine how interesting it would be if Arrowhead 2 became an internet champion of what was Omega and the MLW Judgment Champion. They'd basically be the mid-card king, also known as Kofi Kingston. Oh my god. But no, Arrowhead 2 is a brilliant machine. Probably one of the best fronted flippers just in Family Road Wars history. At least the matchup Road Wars one. This one hasn't quite lived up to that. It's nowhere near as good as his one, but it's still an impressive machine. You saw how they dominated Chaos 2 in the first round, and I hope you do the same here. And despite the fact I'm playing a religious rock song, I am not religious at all. It's just a good song. You don't have to be religious to enjoy Skillet. You don't have to be religious to enjoy Christian rock. Shout outs to any Christians who are watching, if you are. Yeah, actually, shout outs to all religions if you're watching. We do love a good bit of diversity. You know, diversity is awesome. Anyways, and now, oh my god, Jack said HD, is it? I swear to God, if he fucking phones me up. I swear to God, if he phones me up. Because he said he's going to phone me up when I live stream next. Oh god, I really hope he doesn't. But anyways, here we go. And their opponents. Mental Breakdown. Mental Breakdown definitely surprised us when they actually got further than their brother question mark in Stars and Stripes. Those lifting forks are going to be very effective, taking out easy the favourites of the match with Red Bull using great jump-skin control. And honestly, this machine is an underrated one. Began life as Guru when they made the Italian semi-finals before being converted into Mental Breakdown, where they had a very unlucky elimination in the second count mayhem. But honestly now, they've definitely proven what they're worth, and this machine could be a very effective and could be the Spike lifter of Road Wars Omega. Yeah, move over, Panic Attack. Mental Breakdown's here, and it's here to stay. Not gonna lie, that entrance song is legit one of the best. My god. I really hope Rhea Ripley brings that theme song back at some point. Like, I mean, I do like the current one, but I just prefer that one. It'd be awesome if she brings it back one day. But yeah. Anyways, House Robots. What ones do you want? Jack said tried to phone me up. I have my phone on silent. You fucking ginger. I'm being an asshole today. Jesus Christ. Anyways, we have Rhino. We're getting ready to gore, and Matilda getting ready to flip. Here we go. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So we are now halfway through the round of 16, and Arrowhead 2 is already in underneath Mental Breakdown. The Mental Breakdown is now getting lifted up against the arena sidewall. Mental Breakdown have been flipped up and over though. Arrowhead 2 is the lower of the two, and they somehow flipped themselves up and over. How on earth did that happen? Now Arrowhead 2, they've definitely made a name for themselves in fan-made Robot Wars, especially in Mash Dash Robot Wars, getting more defenses than any other Legends champion. I believe they've had the most defenses, and my personal favorite Legend, arguably the best Legends champion, next to debatably Diamond Storm, the 3-time champ, but that's a different topic for another day. And already Arrowhead 2 is flipping over. Mental Breakdown, though, they self-right using that top Panic Attack style self-writer, but Arrowhead 2 are currently dominating them here. And this is what makes it so effective. It's small, but it's effective. That is basically kind of what Arrowhead 2 is all about. It's meant to get in underneath robots. It can be kind of a bitch to like you actually use to fight your flipper sometimes, but that's beside the point. It's a stealthy little machine, and they've pretty much won almost everything in MLW except the series championship, I believe. They've won like the Robot Rumble, the Legends Championship, the Tag Team Championship, the Judgment Championship, which they're currently holding. I think they just need the series championship to complete the Grand Slam now. But now, another good little self-right from Mental Breakdown, and now they come for a good little lift up right there into Matilda, and Arrowhead 2 are now to Matilda's tusks, and now she's coming out of the CPZ to come with some good little flips right there, and throwing and not really throwing, but definitely coming in some decent little flips right there. Arrowhead 2 flips up Mental Breakdown, and now on the front hinge flipper again, and they're getting flipped up and over, and oh no, you're in the worst position you can be, mate. Go from Rhino right there, slamming Mental Breakdown, and Arrowhead 2 is now getting right in underneath them, and they're trying to flip Mental Breakdown up. Now, this isn't the point of Arrowhead 2. It's not meant to win fights via KO. It's an aggressive as all hell machine, although I think they might win this one by KO. As look at Mental Breakdown, they seem to be stuck on the wall. They seem to be stuck in a position where they can't move from, and I think Arrowhead 2's managed to pull this one off. They managed to put Mental Breakdown in a sticky situation. And now they're on the floor flipper. Oh, whoa, what a shot. Mental Breakdown just landed straight in the pit. And Arrowhead 2 are going to push them down. Cease. By the way, Jackson, can you not knock on my door, please? Can you not? Arrowhead 2, though, gets the victory, and I got a new idea for Rhino. Do you want to use it? Nah, I'm fine with Rhino the way he is. And Arrowhead 2, definitely fine with that victory. What a shot that was. The floor flipper basically just got a hole in one, fluffy style. Mental Breakdown flew through the air and came crashing back down and landed straight in the pit. And Arrowhead 2 progresses through to the quarterfinals. Well, in a brilliant control fight and some brilliant execution as well. Wow. Good little match. Arrowhead 2's a tiny little thing, man. You can throw it around all day, but it's a tough little machine. Anyways, also one note, to any of you who are on the stream, if you haven't watched Match Dash Riot Wars, go watch it. Like, his views have been, like, pretty bad. He's only getting, like, 30 views per video, which is honestly quite sad, seeing a legend of Fan Mode Riot Wars get, like, such poor views like that. You should definitely go check him out. The new series of MLW Legends is brilliant. And if you haven't, what are you doing? Like, seriously, if you don't watch it, I will hire Mr. Producer to do not good things to you, like put your pans in the wrong cupboard and put the forks in the spoon drawer and all of that stuff. Yeah, but seriously, do go watch Match Dash Riot Wars. He definitely does deserve the views. And there's an episode happening tonight, and if I don't see any of you there, you will be in trouble. Anyways, now we're moving on to our next match. First up, making their way into the ring. Yes. Good old Zenith. Everyone loves Zenith, except for anyone who fights it in Roblox and the RRC, because it's banned from the RRC. But I mean, aside from them, Everyone loves Zenith. I love Zenith. Yeah, it's probably one of the most fun robots to play in TST. And, well, they definitely did have a very fun match, getting its first ever victory against Stars and Stripe, basically dominating them before flipping them out of the arena. And it does not even have an invisible wedge, unlike the Cream Knox. Only people there for that game night will get that reference. And honestly, Zenith is a decent machine that I can definitely see doing pretty well. I mean, ignore the fact they keep themselves up and over, they're back on their feet. The flipper's very powerful, the ground clearance is very low. Definitely a machine that has the potential to do it. But their opponent is definitely a tough one, and there's no way to understate that. As it is the machine I think pretty much everyone fears. Grated Carrot Requiem. This machine, basically since its debut, has never lost a singles match. It's basically destroyed everyone. It's basically murdered Grated Carrot, it murdered Wasp, and now they're hoping to murder Zenith here. The Vertical Spinner is debatably one of the best in White Wars Omega. I wouldn't say it's as good as Sonic 12 XL's, but it has a very nice low feeder wedge. It's got the nice side tree mechs, and the spinner could basically just uppercut you like a Street Fighter character, let's be honest. And honestly, this is one of my personal favourites to basically go the distance this entire tournament and win it all. So, House Robots. House Robots on D1. We only have 5 people now, which is absolutely brilliant. Definitely not shit at all. Toxic Seahorse. Acid Seaforce, Toxic Seahorse. And yeah, no, Growler doesn't exist anymore. Growler's retired. You do know that, White Wolf thing? You do know I retired Growler ages ago. But what House Robots you Killer? I don't have Killer Law. Can you suggest House Robots I actually have, please? I mean, I don't have Killer Law, although I do have the construction kit lying around somewhere, which I've not even dared to start. Why the Doggo is retired? So, can you suggest robots I actually have? I'd rather get this match started than you lot being idiots. Matilda, thank you. Anyways, Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate. Alright, so basically, both Alfie Islam and Wolfie are going to Funny Gel for the entire day after this. And already, Zenith comes in for a brilliant flip right there, and then lower than Great Cat Requiem. And this could be one of the biggest upsets in White Wars Omega history. If Zenith are able to pull it off, and again, that stupid little carrot wedge is basically getting in the way of, Zenith going up the wedge, and what a flip! What a flip, and oh god, I think we've seen this before, many times before. Grated Carrot failing to live up to the hype. Basically just failing to live up to the hype, although now they're in underneath Zenith, and this could go very differently. They come for a great little ram, and they are now coming with some good side hits with the spinner, and I think this is going to be where the tide of the battle turns. Oh, a big hit right there. And oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, Zenith. Oh, Jesus. And did you see the power of that hit there? And again, Great Cat Requiem just basically ripped Zenith off Toxic Seahorse. It just took it off by force. It was like, no, I ain't done with this machine yet. It tried to come for a cheeky little flip. It's trying to humiliate me. Well, that ain't happening. They're out the arena. And I think Zenith are now going to deal with Toxic Seahorse, who's basically not been having a good day this episode. Oh, dear, he's on his back. Yeah, I mean, you've seen what a turtle looks like when they're on their back, helpless and defenseless. Seahorses are basically the same. And he's gone. And Matilda, oh, no, great cat. No. Why? Why Great Carrot? What did these housebots ever do to actually forget I said that? They basically bully Great Carrot, the original Great Carrot, all the time. Oh, dear. Oh my god, poor Matilda. She's stuck on her side. And a graded Carrot Requiem is just coming in with the hits right now. It's just like super cool. He never misses. Only true OGs will get that reference. And graded Carrot Requiem, an easy victory right there. And they go through to the quarterfinals. Your winners, graded Carrot Requiem. Oh man, that was a very impressive victory right there by Great Carrot Requiem. Basically, destroyed everyone who's in the ring. I genuinely for a moment of time thought Zenith was going to have it. Bye, Zenith. But no, they didn't. If they kept up the rally of flips, they probably would have won. But as soon as Great Carrot came with one hit that spinner, they were stuck with Tulsa Seahorse, and it was pretty much over. And just like that, Great Carrot Requiem goes through to the quarterfinals. Now, isn't Great Carrot arguably like one of the best updates in Right Wars Omega? Like, Great Carrot was a good machine and all, but it would never perform as well as that. So let's be real here. Also, if you keep suggesting house robs I don't have, I'll just remove the comment because it's unfunny. It's like S2 levels of comedy. It's just unfunny and cringe. Is Great Requiem heel now? When was it not heel? Great Carrot is such a fucking heel. It's literally a spinner mascot. My God. Anyway, now we're moving on to our next match. We only have 3 more matches left to go. And first up, making their way into the ring, Cyber Spinner. Here is Cyber Spinner, basically the third ever robot to become Ultimate Trans Champion, and they've also joined shortest reigning Ultimate Trans Champion. But that's beside the point. They're a very destructive full-body spinner, and they definitely have a massive pedigree here in Rock Wars Omega. Being Ultimate Trans Champion, Pre-Series 4 Champion, a Mayhem Champion, and also, in my opinion, the best horizontal spinner in Rock Wars Omega. It's able to just basically smash anything out of the arena if it does so choose. And well, that's kind of with most full-body spinners, and this machine's no exception. And as we saw in the matches rewind, that addition of the stream deck has definitely helped. And they definitely know their way around the flipper, especially when they basically smashed up poor rewind. Redacted message. Can we get a redacted message spam in the chat? And their opponents. Vulcan! Oh yeah, here's Vulcan. And what a match this is going to be between 2 Rock Wars Omega legends. Of course, Vulcan, the new robot by Team Apollo. Apollo, of course, a grand finalist in the first series of Rock Wars Omega. Didn't quite as well in Series 2 when they lost that in the first round, but Vulcan, their new machine, is definitely an improved one. Probably one of the most powerful flippers in Rock Wars Omega. Although, taking on another spinner, they're definitely going to struggle, especially for the gyroscopic speeds. But that flipper is one powerful flipper. Alright, house robots. Actually suggest ones I have, please. Instead of being incredibly unfunny and humorous. Wolfie. Alright, so we have Virus right here. And who else shall we have? Hopefully, the 5 other people who are in the chat haven't gone AFK yet, because that would suck. Hello, anyone? Hello? Oh my God. Mr. Matilda. Mr. Matilda? Nah. Oh yeah. We're actually putting in Matilda's husband, Matt. That's just his name. They look exactly the same because they're dinosaurs, and dinosaurs don't really have too much of a difference. But no. This is Matilda's husband, Matt. He's filling in because Matilda got injured by Great Carrot Requiem. So yeah, you know what I said, Wolfie. You know what I said about unfunny, shitty jokes. Anyways, Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate. You don't think that's how it works? No, it's Matt. Totally unique house robot. Look at him in his Matt-like ways, and oh Jesus! And Volker gets knocked directly straight into Matt. I don't think he likes that. Matt's interests include football, and buying expensive cars. And now Virus is already coming with some deadly hits right now onto Volk. Fucking Matt. Jesus Christ. The new character in the Warzone Mega Law. And a big hit right there from Virus in it. No, not Virus. Cyber Spinner in onto Vulcan again, and Vulcan are not having a fun time right now. In fact, they're having a really unfun time, and Virus is now picking up poor old Vulcan. And we all know Apollo and any machines made by Team Mad's history with spinners, Carbide, they don't like them. And I don't think they're having a particularly brilliant time with Cyber Spinner here at the minute either. Knocked up and over, Vulcan, they can self-right, although it's more of a matter of a question if Cyber Spinner will actually let himself right. Or let himself right. Cyber Spinner is genuinely a machine that's scary. It is a scary machine, legitimately. I mean, yeah, in their debuts, in request fights, they never really did much, but this new arena is really amounted to so much more. It's such a destructive machine now. It's got so much more space to move around freely in. And look at what they've basically done to Vulcan. Vulcan, they do stuff right now, and they do come for a flip. Oh, so they do still have some bite left in them. Wow, that's surprising. Cyber Spinner, and now if Vulcan are able to get this Uta, this could be very interesting. And look at this, Cyber Spinner, very nearly going up and out of the arena then. They're very nearly going up and out of the arena. And Vulcan, will they change the tide of the battle? Can they do it? Can they pull off a surprise? Now this match went from being like a bit of a squash match to now looking to be very interesting here. Vulcan now comes in for a huge flip in onto Cyber Spinner. Cyber Spinner, self-right. Matilda comes in for a flip. Cyber Spinner, self-right. No, sorry, not Matilda. Matt. I knew I made that mistake. Matt comes in for a flip. Oh! Now Cyber Spinner now coming in for another vicious blow right here. Now they're more targeting the wheels, and that is what they needed. Send Vulcan careening out the arena, and Cyber Spinner, despite the near scare, go through to the quarterfinals. Webcam upgrade. Now it's just a new computer. Oh man, and the winners, Cyber Spinner. Oh wow, that was a fight. That was most definitely a fight. Cyber Spinner would definitely count their players after that. Oh my god, but at least they're in the quarterfinals, and they'll be proud knowing that after getting an incredible Uta on Vulcan just like that. Oh, well, Cyber Spinner kind of looks a bit like a frisbee, really, doesn't it? And Vulcan, we know that Vulcans are meant to fly. House robots, go back to where you are. Max and Virus. Matilda, of course, out of action because Greta Carrot beat her up. So her husband Matt is filling in. We now only have 5 people in the chat, which is a bit crap. Why is everyone gone? We started off with 10 people, and now everyone's left. Oh my god! I blame the Americans. Anyway, hopefully Wolfie's one of the ones who's gone. He's just being really annoying. Anyways, now we're moving on to our next match. This is the penultimate match. And hopefully you're still here, Alvi Islam, because one of your robots is in this fight. And that machine is King Rusty. I'm turning the volume down because I don't want to earache Joel with this song. Because the earache I gave Jeff Jackson is not a fun one, even if the song is pretty good. And this is King Rusty. That very powerful flipper. Oh my god, Rod Woodrow's here. Anyways, Rusty with a very powerful front flipper with 2 deadly CO2 bottles Very reminiscent of Mastiff, except unlike Mastiff, this machine is worse. And we definitely can see that when they basically kick the crap out of Cruella in the first round. And we'll see how they fare here in the round of 16. World of Woodrow is here. World of Woodrow. Now we're getting more people here. It's funny how like many of you lot are here and you haven't. I highly doubt most of you have watched the previous two parts, which is what I'm going to say is you probably should, or else you wouldn't have no reason as to why these robots are fighting, because this is the round of 16, not the round of 32. And their opponents. I have to remember the theme I picked for this robot. Heavy artillery. And here is SBO 788 machine heavy artillery, arm of that front lifter. A very effective machine, one that people have compared to something of that of Robo games actually. It's a four-wheel drive machine, durable, with a nice strong lifter and a self-righting mechanism. Fast-paced, also a cool paint job to boot too. A very good machine, and as SBO 788 machine has proven before, can be surprisingly effective. The lifter and full drive combination is a good one, and it's a strong one, and we'll see how they'll fare here in this match. Great, well now my family are shouting really loudly right outside my door, meaning everyone in my live stream can hear. Hopefully they heard that, and now they have moved away from my door. Anyways, what house robots do you want? Don't you just love live streaming? Anyways, Bacteria, aka Mrs. No, Virus is single, man. Virus can't pull for shit. He's also not straight. Virus is gay confirmed. You've heard it here first. Virus is gay. Hey, at least your dad isn't walking in and saying random shit. If my dad did that, because he has Tourette syndrome, I might actually get flagged. Because he has like the more vocal kind. And people were like, and people know so much about Tourette syndrome that they tried to flag a Twitch streamer with Tourette's for ticking out completely out of their control. Those people who did that are fuckers, might I remind you. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we also got Matt, not Matilda. Matilda's injured, so her husband Matt is taking the ring. What? I thought that Rhino X Virus's cat. I read that before you deleted it. Who knows? Maybe it is canon. I'm not confirming anything. Anyways, Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate. So here we go. And Rusty and Heavy Artillery should be using one. Jesus, that was a powerful flip right there. Basically throwing Heavy Artillery there up and over, and Heavy Artillery are up and over on their backs, and now they're going to self-right, and now they're basically in a bit of a tricky situation with Virus. Virus is now lifting up Heavy Artillery, and he's getting lifted up. Virus and Rusty are now basically just ganging up on this poor machine here in a minute. Virus now comes some good little grapples here. Now, after this is a main event, and let me just say, this is a very star-studded main event. And, well, this match I can't put before because I think it's going to be a quick one. And I think I'm basically correct when I say that because look at this. Heavy Artillery, they're stuck in the corner. And Rusty, King Rusty, gets them out the arena just like that. And, well, Heavy Artillery, it was a promising run. It wasn't a very long run, though. And they are out. Cease. That is one of the quickest matches of the episode so far. That was not very quick at all. Yes, Zenith has fought already, Swin, and sorry to break it to you, it lost. Yes, it did lose. It lost to Great Cat Requiem. But stay for the stream because you have the main event to contend with, and it's a pretty big main event, so I recommend staying. But right now, your winners and going through to the quarterfinals. King Rusty. I keep forgetting how loud the beginning of this song is. Jesus fuck. Okay. Why did Jeff Jarrett think this song's a good idea to start with like blaring ear rape sirens at the beginning? Jesus Christ, what was he thinking? No wonder people don't like him as a wrestler. Anyway, King Rusty wins, and that's interesting as both Audi as well as Machine are in the quarterfinals, and they're fighting in the quarterfinals. I'll talk more about the quarterfinal draw in a bit after the main event, but right now, King Rusty gets the victory. That does not go far at all. And now it is time for the main event of the episode. The longest reigning Ultimate Challenge champion versus the newcomer with the unbeaten streak. It's Roadkill versus Wildcard. And oh boy, ever since Wildcard got its unbeaten streak, this has been a match I've been wanting to see. First up, making their way into the ring. At a day length of 176 days, they are the longest reigning Robot Wars Omega Ultimate Challenge champion. And great, we've gone back to 5 people. Roadkill! Ah, yes. Roadkill, probably the best, one of the best machines in Robot Wars Omega, pretty much. Probably the mascot, the Kingpin, the longest reigning Ultimate Challenge champion, and a true fan favourite. 4-wheel drive, fast, low ground clearance, speedy, and both a combination of hated and liked. And well, since they basically aligned with Team Short, it'll be interesting to see what the future holds for probably the greatest Ultimate Challenge champion out of all of them. Well, we'll have to wait and see. But you can add the Internet Championship to the repertoire, although the machines in their fighting, it's tough. And their opponents. Wildcard! Wildcard is probably one of the most exciting newcomers in World Wars Omega, I'd say. This machine has not lost a match yet. And you might think, oh, they just fought some, random crappy jobber bots. No, they haven't. They've beaten Account Name quarterfinals Clutch for the win. They've beaten Sonic 12 XL. They've beaten Torture Device. They've beaten Bengal Tiger Claw. They've beaten Bunny Attack. They're at 5-0. And well, the team say that they're hoping to break Whiplash's unbeaten streak of 8-0. But will they do that here? Well, this is probably their toughest challenge yet against Roadkill. Roadkill's looking to make them 5-1, but they're hoping to pull off an upset, take down the probably one of the kingpins of World Wars Omega, and go 6-0. So on my computer screen, it says we have 6 people here. And what house robots do you want to see for what is bound to be a pretty good heat final? Not heat final, grand final. Piano? What's piano? Rhino. I'm guessing that means Rhino. Yeah, we're going to have some gore in this final, in this main event. And Toxic Seahorse. So here we go. I'm actually looking forward to this because I don't know which way this is going to go. We'll either get a broken streak or the streak will continue. And it actually sucks how we have 4 people for this. Oh my God. Anyways, Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate. So here we go. This is going to be a brilliant. I keep saying heat final, but already Roadkill been hit. Just slam Wildcard into the arena. Wildcard's coming in some flips and flips after flips and another good strong flip. And already Roadkill, they know that Wildcard's a tough machine and they got to and they try to come with a push of death. 2 Wildcards sends them out of the arena, but that did not work. Wildcard are now coming with some couple good strong flips right here. I have a feeling that this is just going to be down to, well, quite a fair amount, actually. It's going to come down to driving skill. Wildcard using the top hinge. We don't normally see the top hinge. It's kind of more about the front flipper at the front. And Wildcard just getting straight in underneath Roadkill. Roadkill getting flipped about here in a minute. Will we see the streak end? Will we see the streak come to an end here today? Well, Roadkill gets flipped up and over. Wildcard trying to come to some flips right here. And oh, no, he won't! No, he won't! Wildcard's just beaten Roadkill! Wildcard has just beaten Roadkill! I don't believe it! I don't believe it! They've beaten Roadkill! Oh, my God! Cease! Oh, my God, I don't believe it! I don't believe it! Wildcard has just beaten Roadkill! And not even by stupid reasoning, not even through Roadkill driving in the pit, getting unlucky in the last minute. No! They flipped them out of the arena! I don't believe it! And Wildcard are now 6-0. They are now 6-0 in Robot Wars Omega. And what a machine they've beaten. And honestly, if you could beat Roadkill, you could honestly beat anyone. Roadkill are probably the best Ultimate Challenge champion of all time, and Wildcard basically made them look like a joke, threw them around, and then flipped them out. That was incredible stuff by Wildcard. And not only do they go 6-0, but they also go in to the quarterfinals. Your winners, Wildcard. Why did this song? Why did I get an ad? It just sums the stream up. Why did sort of people leave? No. Well, it depends. Sonic 12 XL and Wildcard could fight in the finals. Who knows? But your winners, Wildcard. Can anyone beat this machine? Honestly, I think they're a lot more than a wildcard now. I think they're just straight up just a fan favourite. And you can see why. Look at it. It's basically Hydra and Red Eye had a baby. And it basically just beat Roadkill. And not many people can do that. Flip them out the arena. That's an incredible moment. And 6-0. The question is, can they surpass Whiplash's 8-0? Well, after a victory like that, I genuinely think so. I think this machine is going to be unbeaten for quite a while. Oh, man. Well, that basically does it for this episode. I'm going to move the house bots and wildcard away, just in case if anyone, does so choose to pop in, because it's now time for the wacky funny Q&A sesh. What about Theo Hummel apparently claimed he was going to carry the stream, and he said literally nothing. Anyways, now, as usual, you know, we're going to have the 10-minute post-episode sort of chat and that. Now 6 people joined. You missed a lot. You basically missed the entire video, you idiots. Should have woken up earlier or not have a job. I'm kidding. It's good to have you here. Just don't say what I missed, because I'm going to say right now, you missed everything. No, oh my God, no top 10 questions. Anyways, I'm going to say who's in the quarterfinals now. So here's the quarterfinal lineup, which we'll do the quarterfinals and semifinals next time. Next time is what that will be for. Because the grand finals will be at the next In Your House event. And here's the quarterfinal lineup. So we'll be having Arrowhead 2 taking on Leveler 3. That should be a good match. One I'm looking forward to, King Rusty versus Sonic 12 XL. Which out of the Islam machine is the better? Wild card. We'll see if they'll go 7-0, taking it when they try and take down the mascot of Road Wars Omega, Great Cat Requiem. And Plan B Squared will be taking on Cyber Spinner in a match between the two Iron Men of this most recent Royal Rumble match. So it's going to be an interesting quarterfinal, but we'll see that all next time in the next fortnight. And yeah, and you know what it's time for? It's time for the Q&A sesh. fire me away with your questions. And before anyone asks me my opinion on Israel, what's going on in Israel at the minute is bad. You don't have to ask me the question. Anyway, so when is next time? Next fortnight. So not next Saturday, but the Saturday after that will be the quarterfinals and the semi-finals. And then we'll get the conclusion to the Internet Championship 32 Bot Cup at In Your House Worlds Collide. I'll talk about that at the end of that episode. So yeah. Favorite school subject? That has got to be drama for me. I do really like drama. I also do really like history. History is really fascinating. Do love learning about the past. I'm a bit of a historian myself. And it's really fun to learn about this kind of stuff. Why am I fighting yourself? This is not going to be fun. Don't ask me. Ask random picker who decided to put the match in those ways. Worst movie I have ever watched. Oh, God. This is hard. I've watched a lot of really shit films in the past. I'm going to have to go for The Little Panda Fighter. It's this really shitty film made by Video Brinquedo, which is a Brazilian company who specializes in making really shitty rip-off movies. And The Little Panda Fighter is definitely the worst one of them all. I've watched it all the way through. It's got some amazing quotes like I'm about the richest guy in the whole city when there's only like one building in the entire film. And the plot doesn't make any sense. It's like he's a panda who's a dancer who people didn't think he's a boxer because some guy who's an ex-boxer wears like black tights, but then they shrink, so it makes him look like a panda, and then they praise him, and then he's like, oh, I know, I want to become a boxer to prove people I can be a good one. And then he loses, and he's really upset, but then it turns out the former boxer guy also runs the place, betted all the money against him, and is now stinking rich. So he then goes on and goes to the North Pole, and that's how the film ends. Although I do recommend watching it, or at least a review of it. It is so shit, but it's a really funny kind of shit. I've watched a couple of other films that are really bad, but yeah. Anyways, next question, because I do love doing good Q&As. I've watched some of the really old Q&As actually, and you guys gave so many interesting questions, but now it's just troll questions like top 10 bold spots in fiction. By the way, the number one best bold spot in fiction is Mr. Clean. He's got a pretty good bold spot. If you know who Mr. Clean is, shout outs to Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean robot coming soon. It's not coming. Favorite WWE match? Triple H versus The Undertaker. WrestleMania 28, I'd like to say. In Hell in the Cell. End of an era match. The storyline was just brilliant. The match was long, but it was like really emotional. And like when I was watching it at the time, like I genuinely thought the Undertaker streak was going to end. And that made the match really intense. And when the Undertaker finally did win, I was basically like kind of cheering, but also like Triple H is brilliant though. Like it was genuinely a really good match, and the storyline was just brilliant. Shawn Michaels Undertaker's also up there as one of my favorites. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31 is up there because that cash in Seth Rollins did is one of the best ones. And also just Cesaro versus Seth Rollins at this year's WrestleMania was brilliant. That was easily match of the night. Cesaro is one of my favorite wrestlers. So good. Such a good in-ring performer, and I really hope he becomes world champion one day. All right, who is next? What's the next question? Will you do a video about Battle Boss Explained? No. No, there's no point. The drama is kind of dead, so there's not really any point in bringing it back. I don't really want to start up any drama with Battle Boss Explained again. Like, it's all calmed down. I mean, I don't like him, but I'm not going to make a video about it. So, yeah, there's no point. It was just, it would just make me come across as toxic. well, unpopular robot opinions 2 coming out. That will come out. Well, I mean, the applications for controversial opinions hasn't ended yet. Sending this this Tuesday, and hopefully, if everything goes well, I'll hopefully get it out by the weekend, by Sunday, hopefully at the latest. If life is good to me, which it isn't always good to me. But no, typically unpopular opinion videos, they're quite easy to make. They don't take long at all. I just get footage of screen calls and that. I basically made the first one within like a day after getting all the submissions for the unpopular opinions. And this one's got some very interesting ones. Some really spicy ones that did actually get me thinking. In fact, I'm gonna spoil one out here because it's quite interesting. And this one is I'm not going to give my opinion on it, but apparently someone says that if he believes that if Bronco and Biteforce swapped seedings in season 1, Bronco would have won the giant nut. And many of them are like kind of on a similar vein to that. They're really interesting hot takes. Come and give us your unpopular opinions. Something up until now that you've been scared to say. Oh, I do have my own spicy unpopular opinions. I think the biggest one is that I'm gonna say it. I know I'm gonna get so much hate for this, but I'm honestly not the biggest BattleBots fan personally. It's a good show, but I just struggle to get into it personally. I don't know. It's just I'm personally not too keen on the fight card format. And I'm not really a fan of the commentators either. I do find them quite annoying at points. I feel like watching a full season, it drags on for so long. Like the episodes being an hour and a half. Not a fan of that because it makes it quite difficult to watch. And when you miss an episode, you have to take like basically 90 minutes out of your day to basically catch up on everything. And that's quite annoying and frustrating for me. So yeah, I mean, I still watch it. It's still got some like really good moments and some robots I do like, but it's just I struggle to get into it. I'm personally not the biggest fan of BattleBots, and I prefer Robot Wars any day over it. It's just I feel it's like the shorter length of the episodes and that, and also Jonathan Pierce is a brilliant commentator. It just makes it like much more digestible, and also the format's like way more easier to understand, especially in Series 10. Series 10 are like, if they expanded upon like this Road War Series 10-ish format, that would be really good. For BattleBots, I'd love it if it was just a 40-minute episode with a double elimination bracket tournament style thing, but that's just me. Some people do like the fight cards. I personally just don't, and I don't like the length of it. There, I said it. Cancel me in the comment sections all you want. It's just my opinion. I'm not dissing the robots or anything on the production value. It's a different style of show, and some people like that and others don't. It's like boxing and It's like comparing boxing and WWE. Like some people like boxing. BattleBots is basically the boxing to Road Wars is WWE, and I prefer the overall more game show entertainment style rather than the more sports style that BattleBots is going for. Anyways, most unpopular opinion you've ever heard. I'm gonna try and get through these as quickly as possible because we only got a minute left. So most I'm gonna have to go for. The most unpopular one I've ever heard is not liking BattleBots, which is my one because I think that's like a pretty controversial one. But if I was going for another one, just anything to do with Foxic. If you say anything about Foxic, you're guaranteed to cause dispute. If you say Foxic's good, you're going to get a bunch of people spamming no Foxic shit. And if you say Foxic is bad, you're going to get a lot of people spamming saying no, Foxic is good. It's the reason I don't really like Foxic. I'm going to be honest here. I'm not the biggest fan of Foxic. I love the design of it, but it's just I feel like I don't like the whole controversy around it. And anytime it gets brought up, it tends to more cause arguments more than good. And that's got nothing to do with Craig Danby. Like if I was in Craig Danby's boots, I'd be quite annoyed at that. But it's just like, yeah, like if someone doesn't like Foxic, that's completely fine. And if someone likes Foxic, that's completely fine. We should just be accepting of the opinions and that. Granted, you can deliver your opinions in certain ways. If you say Foxic is an absolutely terrible piece of shit robot, that's just ridiculous. That's just a bit far. But if you like, people should be able to allow to have those opinions. We just got to deliver our opinions in better ways. That's the way I see it. And also, what rivals do you think we'll get this year? Endgame, Bloodsport. Those are my predictions. Or maybe Hydra. Like, I know Hydra is funny in that. Also, fuck the Hydra fans. They're actually genuinely awful. I'm genuinely saying that. Like, there are a lot of really toxic Hydra fans. They're so God, but Hydra itself's a good machine, and it was successful enough, so I can see it getting in. Anyways, that does it for this episode. I imagine I pissed off a tons of people by giving my controversial opinions right at the end. But it's fine. And until next time, the bot builder out. Oh, you've heard rumors towards the end of the two toys. We'll have to wait and see. I want to see whether those rumors are correct. Don't tell me what they are. But yeah, the bot builder out.